All right, guys, I'm back. Last I talked to you, I was sitting at a Walmart in Arkansas hoping for a good load. Well, I got kind of a cool load this time. I didn't have to tarp it. Oh my God, I was so excited. No tarp. So I got a load of steel plates, like a V-shaped steel plate. 41,500 pounds, 6 plates. And I picked them up about an hour or two away from where I stopped in Blytheville, right on the Mississippi River in Arkansas. A big Nucor steel plant. Went up there, pretty quick load, strapped things down, a lot of guys up there. And I had no idea what you do with these things. All I knew is they were big and heavy. And I put like a chain on the front so it wouldn't come through the cab and strapped them down. And guess where I got to take them? I took them to New Jersey. Yep, New Jersey. It's 1,100 miles. Well, to get here, you either go through Nashville, Knoxville, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, all these cities and a bunch of hills. Or I saw another route, same time, about the same miles, through Kentucky and West Virginia and northern Maryland, with same miles, same time, no big cities. I was like, well, let's just take that route because it looks prettier, you know. So, and West Virginia. So we take off, get to heading out, and I was just like, with the time frame, I was like, there's no way I can make this because I know how slow the roads are. My average speed will be down to 50, 55. And I'm running low on hours because I'm running what they call recaps. I'll talk about that later. I just didn't have a lot of hours left, and I couldn't run any miles that first day I loaded because I got to a truck stop, 5 miles away from the steel plant with 45 minutes left on my clock. So I had to stay there. So I lost a couple hours of drive. I felt bad about it, but I ended up having to send a message in telling them I had to deliver the next day. There's no way I could do it. I had 19 and a half hours on my clock. And I had at least a 21-hour drive with the way the speed is and the traffic. I didn't know what the traffic was going to be. I had to go through Baltimore. So headed out, beautiful drive. Kentucky's beautiful, pretty easy drive. I got into the mountains of West Virginia and actually northwestern Maryland. Oh my God, there's so many hills and this load is heavy. I was down to 30 miles an hour, 35. So my average speed was in 45 and 50 miles an hour. So I was just getting to where, heck, I don't know if I have enough hours to even get there, without running out of the drive time because I only had 9.5 hours a day to drive on my clock. Got to Delaware, made it through Baltimore in the middle of the day, just flew right through, no traffic, no nothing. It was really cool looking. Never been through that town. Got to a truck stop, the Flying J in Maryland, right on the Delaware border, a mile away from Delaware. Got to the Flying J there. It was a crowded little Flying J with these little crooked parking spots built a long time ago. I'm not very good at parking there. It's very difficult. But I got there at 2 o'clock. And so I was able just to whip right in and pull right through, straight pull right through. Actually, no, before I pulled through, I witnessed an accident in the parking lot. I was trying to find a parking spot. And I was waiting on this guy, a crowd of people everywhere. Waiting on this guy to back in. He's having a hard time, but I thought he knew what he was doing. And he hit the guy next to him. I was like, oh my God. So I had to back up and turn around and get out of that mess. Found me a nice spot. But when I got out of the truck, I had a hole in the tire, in a trailer tire. I could hear all the air blowing out of my tire. I was like, well, dang it. I'm going to have to get the tire fixed and probably lose my parking spot. Well, I sent my repair. I got parked, easy park, pull through. Got parked. Had to send my Macro 51 repair order in. They told me to go right there. I was right at the shop. I literally could throw a rock and hit the tire shop. So I had to go in, set up for make an appointment to fix the tires. They said, you're next in line. I was like, oh, good. Maybe I can get over here at 3 and get it fixed before the parking spots are all gone. Well, I'm a little stressed, And they're like, oh, yeah, it'll be fast. Don't worry. No line. You're fine. So I go back to the truck, and Connie and I hung out for a while. We ate dinner. Got to be at 5 o'clock or 6. And I was like, well, let's watch a movie. So we started watching a movie. you know, just chilling out, not trying not to worry about losing my parking spot. You know, I was like, oh God, I'm off duty now. Starting to worry about what's going to happen. You know, am I, you know, going to get it fixed or what? Then they called me and says, hey, bring your trailer in here and we'll fix it. So this is like 7 o'clock. And I was like, oh God, now the parking's gone. So I pull out, had to back in uh, to the spot. Nice guys, you know, working so hard there. Really nice guys. They got that thing done. I was in it in an hour and a half. I got done at like 8:40, 8:30. It was 8:30 I was done. And man, it's a zoo at that. Trucks everywhere. People piling in trying to find parking. There's not a lot. Parking's a pain in the butt, guys. Pain in the butt. Over the road trucking, that's a big problem. Uh, and so I just like, oh, we'll try. So we start heading down, and I found one spot that was open, and there were no trucks across from me connected. So I thought maybe I could get it in there in 5 or 10 minutes. Thank God Connie was there to help watch. You know, I got her in the spot, and we were lucky because that was one of the last spots. And we just shut her down and went to sleeper berth about 9 o'clock or so. Slept pretty good. Got up early. Came in down here to this steel place, and I could have stayed here, but I just couldn't make it in time. It was really cool driving through New Jersey. I saw a rodeo place. I'm in southern New Jersey. There's pine trees. There's even a Smokey the Bear sign with the no fire, the fire warning. I saw a rodeo grounds, farmland, 4-H signs everywhere, and corn. I drove through a bunch of old towns. I'm talking like, you know, 1800s towns, uh, late 1700s maybe. I don't know. Old towns with beautiful decorations for Halloween. Got to this place, the steel place. Walked in. The guys are super nice and friendly, and we got unloaded. And guess what? I was carrying the whole time. I was carrying big metal plates that they drive into the ocean to form an ocean wall. And they are doing a 7-mile project. So I carried 6 steel plates. Gosh, I don't know, maybe 3 feet, 4 feet apiece, 3 feet apiece, I guess. I carried 6 of them. So 3 times 6, 18 feet of steel plate. And they're making 7 miles of wall for the ocean barriers. A lot of steel, a lot of trucks. So anyway, got unloaded. The guy wrote down on a piece of paper, hey, you got to have a steak and cheese. He said, go to Huck's and have a steak and cheese, or anywhere and have a steak and cheese down here. So I'm thinking I might do what he said and have a steak and cheese. I'm out of hours. I've only got 2.5 hours. I can do anything today. I don't know what's going to go on. So we're going to chill out down here in southern New Jersey. Maybe go have a steak cheese shop. Maybe go adventure somewhere. If we do, we'll let you know what that was. This was a 1,200 miles I got for this run. This is the first run of the week, about 1,200 miles into southern New Jersey. Kind of crowded here, but kind of fun. I just like going new places. So a lot of history. Hope we get to go see something and share it with you. But anyway, thanks for coming along to New Jersey with us. See you later.